Yensha the storms of Jesus. Storms are powerful images of disorder and chaos that symbolize the tumultuous aspect of life. Turbulence, they all happen to you as a human being. No one who said they will be shape your life. So when you see storm and chaos, understand this. Winds and crashing waves vividly represent the pressures we face. Make Christendom understand this. It is not from the devil. It is part of growing process. Pacho. So when you see winds and crashing waves, this is what they represent. And when you see storms and chaos, this is what they symbolize. Pacho. Such as personal struggles, conflict, wars, natural disasters, fear, and confusion that often appear overwhelming. These are things, these words, storm, turbulence, this is what they represent. A part of you. In your own life, storms mirror the internal battles you fight. Moments of sudden loss, emotional upheavals, or overwhelming stress that makes you feel insignificant or powerless. This is what storms and all these things the Bible is telling you represent. Enya possible say carpenter ni ba be kire ayi fisherman o be hu epo asroche a obesuru. Oba fa carpenter fo e won kran nyina fa kokoto om wo Cape Coast. Omokodo na ahwinhwan no fa kokoto om na hwe so om nkire om difference. This is what they represent when you see them in the Bible. While your pastor may have told you that storms are lessons or tests from a demonic power, he might not have fully understood the depth of their symbolic meaning or their impact on personal consciousness. This is one bigger thing that is killing you people. We are ready to help, and any empty noise making. In the scriptures, tribulation is not seen as a distant end of days catastrophe. Catastrophe. Instead, it represents the ongoing struggles experienced by humanity amidst widespread conflict, systemic injustice, and violence. This is what storms and their making represent. Pastors, I don't hate you. We need to help ourselves. I'm telling you, nobody is coming to help us. Nobody is saving us. If we don't save ourselves, we are done. Because on the cross, he said it is finished. And in Genesis, he said he rested after creating everything. The rest is up to you. That nigga ain't coming to do anything for you, man. For example, the 1983 famine that hit Ghana. Other countries experience problems caused by lack of rain, wars, and failed crops. These things have throughout history led to the destruction and misdirection of many nations in regions in Africa. How many years I know when ya? Time no na me ton brodo. Na me chibo fruit. Wo be sunlight. Time na kwa be fa so be nya esam ni bi kura de a che no say wo fruit ni dangwa nkrofo yi ni wangwa nim. Brodo no kura em bin ombe bu sesi ano ma sesa ni na. Time no wenya mfie se na adwuma be na aye. Time na Tom Brown na yi en de obi ba wanyi kuro tumi de ne hye akire. Kopa aduane adi. That was when yellow corn eba Ghana. Me hu yellow maize no wokroma na me yemu hyehyeme. Say, hey, is this in saying something to us we don't actually care? Enye easy o. Areho ankasa ye refia de entem. Ti ye hu kra ye nkai. Another thing e disturb yen. The tribulation is not a future event to be awaited, but a persistent presence. Tieniye mame, evident throughout history. Recurring in cycles of violent changes, suffering, and new rules. Do we understand this? Just say ye twenya na ade ne besai kura wie ansa na ye hu se BBC Africa problem ni nti ade ne besi ye so as apem ti ye ntumi nye ho hwe. Because changes in a course you're conscious of the process, you're conscious of growth, you're conscious of the ongoing event. You say you train the BBC until obibini da so te ha train Yankopon ofisro abegye no. Who need preparation? Missing ya me bend do be Africa for wako. Because obehu yen say you serious. So if you ignore all these things happening and sit in the midst of all this progress and changes and movement that is going on, you are do what we So for instance, it could be true that if we don't go through this constant chaos before new systems are introduced to us, it is likely we may not see anything special and may have the choice of denying them or accepting them. It's a BBC. But we are conscious of idea is no. She minua. Esum betumi eduru yen prekope just for us to see the attention of a little matcha yaspaki. Enti sa what na ho. Na esum ni duru. Na kane bi tetokuro bim. Na wanya conscious of it said ye wo ye papa na ye boni ebetumi akunye na ugina ho say wo twen light because a small kane enti ehia attention a say ye bomba ebe explode akum. But se wunye now you're conscious na say blink 1 2 3 e ho na obehu say ye bibi bone wo betwe mo ho akwa achi na emuatumi save mo ho. Do we think like this? No, we don't. Oh, coronavirus by any chaos ekoso nyina no. Some of these pastors are still sleeping and snoring. Ebinu na de wenya ne kra hu de omode ye otabe sesi. O kanya sasem kire wo say God is not talking to who. It's all about the ati wo na e kasa kire. What's it that? So what happened to Christ in you, the hope of glory? He that is in me is bigger and greater than he that is in the world. What happened to that scripture? You don't want to wake? You see how you people have become jokers? Is it because you've gotten vulnerable people clapping for you, you think that is the end? I am telling you the end will justify the matter. Keep putting fear in people. The end. When we said they are Aaron, name penny yem, or then they con war from a woo ye out of pain because ni many ne woo ne niso. Wait for it. Sin is sweet. But with the chaos, we lack that choice. Ye ni she ye koso na fire ho. Ya deda. E woo afem. This is what is making Africa poor. This is what Africa is poor. Do you know why? Because your ancestor told you this. Or say some rest sa na what's some who be. Wona nanka we anjere na wona nanim said these changes na befa wo nomum no ekone nkakra nkakra etesa te se mre nti wona naka kire o se se mre sesa na wasesa wo hu bi ye da so te ha otabla aka we he's awake and now he's saying a lot of sense. He's spitting a lot of mysteries to you. Mu be follow no mu follow mu gina ho ena mu keka ne mu keka ye ka bibia kire mu amonte mu na na abrewa mitu mu foso amonte. Once the storm rocks the boat, you accept any change that you are given because you are now placed at a point of need and survival. So when who ade na ekoso no na wan hwe ne ye na wan taking notice no wan have a plan na wan develop a shock absorber how de be hold wo ho a ade ne betu cream afa no what turn to a point of need and a survival mode said ye be ya wo benya nkwa nti e ba ne sa decision a wo be ye bia calculation bi ani ho no plan because you have zero understanding of ade na hyase nye ni mfimfini na obetumi aye bibi enye ni mfimfini na obetumi aye bibi. Chaos then is not to be feared as punishment, but mo ka kire nkrofo no say nsohwe to omo a eye bronsam na de aba nti omo hu ni say ya de bone na abeto omo nti as nsohwe ni mu no ade esese osua wo mu no de pie fi mu be ye kese no na wa ignore because of the ahye bronsam enye ne portion na aba ne so nti esun ni arehu no obedi se nyame mbeje no nti ade esese osua wo mu no onsua but to be understood as transition eno de mo nkire omo da nti uko asori mu na hiafo wo pa so that you know when to flow or what to do when it happens. So which shire nipa ne say we na wo be komu a. E de be mpa na was asisi we ye free. E free. Sabio mfa nche me e di ye kurapo. Ah mo say eno na ye bibia maximum e wo ma orgasm ni bibia no kura ye easy. Enye bre. Me ma mo example. What's your time with Maame Grace? I am the pride of Akabulan, the goddess herself. Enianom, enye kasa na ye obi ado nka ye hia hwe wa hasa. You need to understand these things so we can help ourselves. And yes, I need reading it says storybook. We will sink, I'm telling you. When you hear anybody calling Africans poor, cry. Almost a continent in so poor come there and the minimum me pesa me catch say. This is where we are. Ye many panti say bibi ba so ma usua de. Na wo ya abofra no, wo tena se no wan bofom. O wi ano na anima mprepra wan bofom. Wo sua na ntia wo tutu wan bofom. Onaje from one bofom. E die be mpa na what asefo asase so ye free ntie bibi to obi a o free. O so for where a problem. Of spiritual person where a problem. This is what you should preach to the people. Make them understand. Say chaos and your punishment. Catch them. But say a transition, a part of growth. If you don't want to fall, you cannot walk. For instance, if there is a world war today, what will you do as an African? What will you do? Tell me. Ghana leaders, tell me if there should be a world war now with people packing your ministers with sacks. Tell me what you will do. If a world war will come now, while civilians are the ones packing, almost crime scene, no? Farmers, tell me, it's a world war bad. What do we have? Where do we stand? Who will save us? What? Israel, Nyankopon, and oye Israel Nyankopon. Ntokwa Israel for no one. Said you moku. Measures, let takora hwade omudi distribute. Ye ne yete ha edin na ebien ade esi wo Gaza ne hodnimu sese ebi si hedin ne yebeye. Pamocho, we your question. And I may be some. What decision are you going to take? That means you have free will. Pamocho me be some. Edin decision na mu be taking. E kire se mu wo free will. And I'm di kan no. Me kom den ye wo ha ya mpobu ye. Me bi sam. Endure ya amoto aba. America for man beka wo ho plane say oso wakọ ye ehi na o ye Ghana ni. Ye to ya be fa no ho. Are you people in control? It's a question oh. Until me catch am say mo bompa mo sa local for dem mo forget you. We are far gone. I'm telling you. You don't know the eyeballs that is investigating Maame Grace. Who nim? So if you know, you know. In the local champions, they forget them. Akwesi Broni has understood the impact of chaos in controlling our subconscious mind and directing us like a remote control to make the choices they will give us. Because we don't care, we don't want to know, we don't want to go through process. It's too difficult for us. Ya jia tum se yentimi nya hwema ye ho ade nyame aba. Nyankopon so ye broni. So no be ye bibia ma ye. Nti Mr. Freeman say ewiase ye broni dia obu afu. Obu afu. You are an African, you feel say person ne doso de kire say wuti wo nanamu. Wo nanakra or ye angry at you. And it is working for them. Because we make everything so easy. We want easy life. Na me beka bibi ba mejai. Ghana for esese mutumi nyane to the fact that a president that made you that the ma ma muti asese mo nya hazless enti mo ntena se boko na bibia beye yi amamo no. That president died, and unfortunately for you, you had a president who also throw you back into the hustling field. So that is where you are now. So you have to take away Trimude. I can mention them, but mo ankasa mo mpe no kore. Me ye episodes like this if you know broni after you invite to bisa questions me so minim nyansa say na wokuro mu 40 ha they feel you have their time aguro ye peniye anke yakan ya no atom because we ye hia hwesa. In that case Whether you pick red or blue, A or B, good or bad, it is for them. Because at where you stand, you are nothing but a sacrificial lamb. You are just representing. You have no say. You have no choice. You have no impact. Oh my God. People like us. Lack of etheric leadership and lack of etheric control. That is where we are. This is why I am talking always. I'm still pretty. Oh, but seriously, everyone I don't know. What's your time with Maame Grace? Aye, with the chocolate drama queen. I'm here, the chocolate drama queen. Nothing happened to my shoulders. Almost me proud, me arrogant, me 24/7. Esim etriem. So tell me once I visit my office. People visit my office and they feel it's not me. Some kasa no omo ante a nye voice na nkomo ndin this meda. I don't know why you people make me fat on TV. People are complaining now and they almost say me calm when they look at the way I preach and the way I talk. No, I'm saying ani o. Abayi samunti miti we mi ni ahoto. Oh. Abayi sam yedi ne fi. Eno na migusu amidi ni say fi to kire man. Eno na migusu. Oh, share time with Maame Grace, with the goddess. We are discussing the sleeping Jesus. Into African leaders, I am asking you questions. If world war, God forbid, bad things will come now, even if it's not bad thing, what will you do? Where do you stand? Now that you are using a cartoon for campaign physically, not virtual. Hey! Many as a baby, cause now when you want to see a warm Ujina na edewako. It doesn't matter what decision you pick from what happens after the storm in the boat. They benefit. It doesn't matter. So when who process no one take a stand, a betua, or dia hope pray, make a decision, it will benefit them. Is this our condition? Bibisa, where do you stand? What do you know about the process? What are you doing? And Crawford no craw mo boat no no Jesus woman. Come tene mu keke no ma ankofre na. Anko nyane na nka what will happen? Anko mo your imagine so mu ma yentra mu di. Ye ma yentra ma yenko God is with us. Obeya ma yen said ya mo kana. God with us, so close to us. Inti yentra ono ma anka wo hwe anka de na besi omso. They made a move in the storm. The people made the move towards awakening. Oh, Africa. We are miserable. At this year, the royals are indeed walking on the ground, and the slaves are indeed riding horses. Wow.